everybody, it's Mrs. Holland here again, here for a little bit more music appreciation. Now last term we had a really good look at what was going on in the theatres in London, or kind of what's not going on in the theatres in London at the moment, and I think this new lockdown is going to probably make that even worse. So we just need to remember the artists and the people in London and all over the country who are struggling, our performers who just can't do what they love doing so much. And when the world goes back to normal, I can't wait to go to the theatre. Now I thought that I might introduce you to someone who is kind of similar to Andrew Lloyd Webber, but was born a lot longer ago. Now his name is Handel. His full name is George Frederick Handel, and he was born in Germany, but he grew up in England, and he was actually born in 1685, so this is a really, really, really long time ago. He was a famous composer, and he mainly worked in London, just like Andrew Lloyd Webber. He wrote operas, like the Phantom of the Opera. He wrote something called an oratorio, and he wrote instrumental compositions as well. Now, an oratorio is a large scale. That means there was usually a big orchestra, often a massive choir, and it was really long, so it could have been 2 or 3 hours long, this piece of music. It was a narrative piece of music, so it told us a story over this long period of time. And it was usually based around a sacred theme, so it was often something to do with the church, and it was often performed in churches. It's different to a musical because there were no costumes and there were no sets. It was just the music and just the voices telling the story. One of the most famous oratorios is Handels Messiah. So that's Handel, who we're looking at now. He wrote an oratorio called The Messiah. It's really powerful, and you might have even heard of that. Every year it's performed at our cathedral at Christmas. So I thought next time we get together, we might have a little look at part of that oratorio, Handel's Messiah, which is called the Hallelujah Chorus. So you might have heard of that. You might have even heard people going, hallelujah, hallelujah, and that's from Handel's Messiah. So next time we'll have a little look at that. But today, I thought I might introduce you to another of Handel's oratorios, and it's called Music for the Royal Fireworks. And because it's bonfire night, I thought that's going to fit perfectly, isn't it? So this oratorio was written for King George II, and it was written for a celebration that he was having, and he wanted some music to go alongside his fireworks display. And he asked Handel to do it. So he did. And we're going to have a look at just 4 minutes of this piece of music. When you watch it, you can see the conductor. He's holding his baton, and he's waving it like this. So what he's doing is he's keeping the orchestra in time, but he's also showing them when to go quiet, show them when to go loud, how to use the dynamics, so that you can kind of hear the storytelling in the line of the music. So when you watch it, I want you to imagine King George II in 1745, all those years and years ago, watching a fireworks display, and we're listening to the same music that he listened to then. There's one interesting part in it that I want you to have a little chat about after you've watched the video. And in the middle of the video, the music just stops. It completely stops, and it sounds like it's ending. And I don't know why. And I kind of thought that might be an interesting question. Why do you think the music stopped completely and then started again? Imagine the fireworks, imagine the storyline behind Handel's thinking of what's going on in the music. So, here is the music for the Royal Fireworks. You watch it and then have a little chat about that question, and I'll see you next time.